Hello guys, welcome to another little Watchmen video. So, what do we see today, Drake?
First of all, sorry for the break. We had college finals, then it was the holiday season, lots of family around, you know how it goes. But we're back.
That's right.
We're filming a couple today, so we'll have them spread out for your viewing pleasure.
That's right.
But for today,
what do we see? Come on.
What we saw was The House That Jack Built, the new movie directed by Lars von Trier, director of Antichrist, which is a movie that I very much enjoyed with my good buddy Willem Dafoe. But this is a movie about a super smart serial killer named Jack, and just kind of
in stages, how
he's telling a story to someone of how he became a serial killer, and
from his first kill towards his end.
Yeah, and how he did what he did and why. And this is a movie that a lot of people walked out of on critic showing.
I can see why.
It's a movie that I don't think
a very select audience, I think, are gonna like this movie.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people were complaining about that it was pretentious. I didn't really feel like it was pretentious.
No, I didn't get that.
Lars von, all of his movies are kind of
very odd. It's sometimes very difficult to sense what the point is in some of his films, especially like when I was watching like Nymphomaniac, which is a very there's plenty of just nudity in that movie, but it's a weird movie. But like I'm sure like in Antichrist too, how like it's very hard to tell what the point of everything is.
Yeah, it's nothing's really all that clear, and he's obviously doing that for a reason.
Yeah. But they're very interesting to watch these movies unfold in the way they do and how they're told.
He definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
For me personally, I liked it a lot. I saw the trailer, and I was really excited just because.
Yeah, he shared it with me, and I thought, I was like, yeah, this looks like a movie you and I would watch.
Like, serial killer movies are pretty interesting. I don't really like slashers all that much, but this wasn't a slasher.
I like movies where they're investigating serial killers. Like, they're looking for them or whatever.
And
because this is like the complete opposite perspective. In a way, it's kind of bad, but you sort of root for him to prevail in some of his actions.
I don't think.
Oh, not root, but like
he's horrible.
He's a horrible person.
He's horrible.
That's not.
I think what you mean is like the direction of the movie, and Matt Dillon's super good in it.
I think he is really a serial killer in real life too.
I think that the direction and the performances, when he was close to getting caught, or there was a chance of him being caught, it was very tense.
That's true.
And just because it was following,
it's a tense situation,
because it was following him through the whole movie, I think just that feeling of tension.
You're saying,
is natural.
the feeling of tension.
You're not
and
rooting
suspense.
for him.
Yeah, but you're intrigued.
You
by
don't know
feeling.
what's going to happen.
You like that feeling, yes.
Right.
I know
you don't know what's going to happen.
That's a good one.
But for me personally, Matt Dillon was awesome.
Yeah.
It was. They play like. There's two songs that they keep coming back to that I think work well. The whole story basically is Matt Dillon is trying to make a claim that his killings are art, like this is his art form.
His own art form,
and the tie-in to music and the tie-in to like religion.
But we shouldn't say too much more about that specific.
But the tie-in to like religion and the tie-in to like architecture, it was pretty interesting.
Visually, it was pretty interesting, and like they did this cool way of editing, which I know he does in some of his other stuff, where it's not choppy. Choppy sounds bad, but I mean like when he's talking, it has like these cuts to like the next half of what he's saying, but it's the same shot of him, but there's like a cut, a slight little jump cut to sort of show. I think of it to like show like some of his insane tendencies of how, like just how he's like constantly thinking of all these different things, how it's always chopping in his mind. Or
all of
like
his other movies have been filmed the same way, and I think it gives them an aspect of realism. It makes, I don't know why, I can't explain it.
They feel very almost like
home films, but high quality, like a lot of close-up shots and a lot of like the camera sometimes isn't very stable and cuts.
Remember when they're in the tunnel?
Yeah.
That part.
So final thoughts. For me, I'd give it like a 7 or a 7.5. I think I'm glad that I saw it. It's maybe even one that like I'd like to own on Blu-ray just because it's not like it didn't get a huge wide release, and
no, it didn't.
like it's like a pretty, I don't want to say rare, but it's not a very mainstream movie.
No,
so I feel like it'd be
definitely not. And it's a movie that not a lot of people I think are going to enjoy.
That's why I
think
think
it's definitely not a movie for general audiences.
When you look at kids, when you look at critic reviews, they either like it a lot or they don't like it a lot. There's not really much in the middle.
I personally liked it too.
I think you liked it more than you thought you were going to.
I think that's true. That's true. I did like it more than I thought. I would give it like a 6. I think you liked it more than me, but I mean I still liked it. It loses you with some of the.
It is pretty long. It's like
really
2.5 hours.
It's pretty long. No, it is 2.5. It's like 2 hours and 35 minutes. I'm like, oh boy. And I remember looking at Drake. I'm like, is it not?
Near the end, it drags a little bit, but from the beginning and the middle, it's definitely keeps your attention. And then the very end, I kind of like how they tie everything together. But
overall, 6 out of 10.
I give it a 7.
7.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Like, subscribe,
all those things. Just do it. Please.
Share, comment, send us fan mail.
What are you talking about? How are they gonna do that?
Bye.
What is he?